So Victor, I just thought I would ask you a little bit if you had any thoughts on the new Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, Markwayne Mullin, and or Kimmel's bad joke that ended with we have a plumber protecting us from terrorism now. And I was wondering if you had thoughts on that derogatory statement.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, you could say so many things about that. As a leftist, that's typical because they pose as they're egalitarian and worried about the poor and the people, but they're actually elite snobs that run the party. They always have been. Remember that guy for CNN, Mark Caputo, and he said he went to a Trump rally and he had more teeth than everybody in the audience. Thought that was cute. Then, of course, you get to the clingers, the deplorables, the irredeemables, then Joe Biden, common man, using the word garbage and chumps and dregs. They do that all the time. They can't help it. They have nothing but contempt for the middle classes. But Markwayne Mullin, first of all, as someone who lives in a 150-year-old home and has been under the house a lot doing plumbing, every time I see a master plumber, they're like a heart surgeon. They'll say, "No, no, Victor. No, 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 no. Wrong. Not 4 inch, 3 inch here. Inch and a half is okay here. Pressure, hot water." They know everything. They're very skilled people. They're much more skilled than a psych major in college. Then the second thing is he took a he took that business and then he made a multi-million dollar. I think he has over 150 employees. It was at one time one of the largest plumbing supply companies in Oklahoma, I think. So he was a businessman. He had 4 or 5 companies. So Jimmy Kimmel's just ignorant. He's just so consumed with the fact that he thinks he's smart. He thinks he knows what's wrong with the country and it's Trump, and nobody listens to him. And he gets more and more desperate to find an audience. And he's going to go the way of Colbert. They're not very funny people. They're boring. You hear the same thing every night, and it's sad. But he represents that bi-coastal elite's contempt for people who work with their hands or they don't have degrees, even though in many cases they're as successful or more successful than the so-called college educated. What these people don't understand is getting a BA from Stanford, I'm just taking the place where I work, in 1940 meant you really knew something. You really knew something. Getting a BA from there now, I mean, there's remedial math, high school math they teach. And Yale gives 90% A's. It doesn't mean anything anymore. They're not teaching real stuff except for math and engineering. So it's not hard to graduate from college. It is hard to be a master electrician, a master plumber, a skilled sheetrocker, a really good roofer. Those are hard things to do besides the toil on your body. And so these people are dinosaurs, are anachronism. They don't understand what's going on right now. We have enough Jimmy Kimmels in the world. We don't have enough good plumbers.
And Mark Wayne, sorry, Mullin will probably show himself to be very skilled at his upcoming job.
Well,
So it's,
he's been in Congress for years. So he's done a lot in business, Congress. He was a mixed martial arts guy for a while. So he's got a very varied background, which is good.
yeah, it never hurts to be successful in business.